Good developers ship features. Great developers own them. And the difference isn't talent or years of experience, it's the way they think about their work. Some developers get a ticket and they ship it. Requirements are clear, they know what to do, ship it, done. On to the next one. And look, that's not a bad developer. That's actually how most developers are. But then there's the ones who ask questions before they write a single line of code. Why are we building this? What problem does it actually solve? Is this the right solution or just the first one someone thought of? That's not being difficult. That's giving a damn. Then there's some developers who ship the feature and move on. There's a ticket waiting, life goes on. Others ship it and then want to know, is anyone actually using this? Are users dropping off? Did we solve the problem we set out to solve, or did we build the wrong thing entirely? Here's the thing. A lot of developers are genuinely happy in their lane. They do great work, they own their piece, and that's enough. Nothing wrong with that. But some want more than that. They have ideas. They want to understand where the product is going. They want to be in the room where decisions are made, not to cause problems, but because they actually care about what they're building. These are the developers who don't just ship code and move on. They own what they build. They care about what happens to it after its life. And that changes everything about how they work. When management and leads talk about taking ownership, this is what they mean. And to be honest, it's completely optional. You don't have to take ownership to be a good developer. But remember that taking ownership does make you a better team member and a better employee from the perspective of the business. And in a time where AI is taking jobs, this ownership mindset might be what gives you an edge to not only survive, but also thrive. Now, if you're a manager or a lead, this part is specifically for you. These developers already exist in your team. They're the ones who ask a lot of questions, who want context, the ones who push back sometimes. They're the ones who are trying to take ownership. And I understand that when you're working in a fast-paced environment and chasing a roadmap, this may feel like friction. But what's actually happening is that your developer is trying to understand the product well enough to make good decisions on their own. They're the ones who will catch a bad requirement early, and they're also the ones who will give you meaningful suggestions to improve features of requirements. When the message you send is just build what's in the ticket and not ask too many questions, you're not teaching them to be efficient. You're teaching them to stop caring about their work. And over time, what you end up with is a team that does exactly what you want and nothing more. An ownership mindset cannot survive that environment. And what's worse is that a creative person will find it suffocating and you lose good talent. And both are really hard to get back once you lose them. So if you have developers who want to be in the conversation, bring them in, give them context, let them have opinions. That's not a distraction. That's the difference between a good team and a great one. And I get that some developers can be, let's say, very passionate. Trust me, I've been one of those developers. And it's very easy to dismiss them as being pushy or rude. But just try sitting with them and having a conversation about their ideas. Trust me, if they feel that they're being heard, it's much easier to convince them to listen to your side of things. Great developers aren't just great because of what they can build. They're great because they care about what they're building and why they're building it. If that sounds like you, lean into it. Find environments that reward that mindset, because not all of them will. And if you're a manager, those developers are already on your team. The question is whether you're creating space for them. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or feedback, leave a comment. I'll see you next time.